Reincarnations. Rengar, now known as what? He used magic to clone humans. As long as one of the cloned origins remained, they would continuously reincarnate. They hadn't died completely earlier, meaning he would soon reincarnate again. Nanka, exhausted beyond measure, implored Anos to destroy her because she was the key to cloning individuals. Only when she died would the cloned entities no longer be able to resurrect. For 2,000 years, Nanka had been struggling, and now she was done. As Anos prepared to grant her release, suddenly, like a hungry leech, Rengar, having reincarnated, led his troops back again. Before he could confront Anos at the location of the sacred sword, Aos and the remaining 3 demon elders appeared too? Seeing Avos attempting to take the sacred sword, Dios smirked confidently. No demon could draw that sword, he declared. Only the hero Kanon could. Yet, in the face of that confidence, Aos immediately drew the sacred sword. After defeating them, Aos went straight to confront Anos. Facing the tyrant demon king himself, he brazenly continued to claim he was the true tyrant demon king, Aos. Then, he launched an attack with the sacred sword, but it shattered. All of it. Anos broke it like it was nothing. Avos' real goal, to provoke another war. He needed darkness to completely engulf the world. The theft of the sacred sword officially sparked the conflict between the demon and human realms. Both sides spread the news like wildfire. War was coming. Again? To prevent more innocent lives from being lost, Anos, he chose to confront the entire army, alone. But of course, his friends, his comrades, his loyal subordinates, they wouldn't let him. They were ready to stand shoulder to shoulder with him in battle, at any moment. Before the day of the great battle, he went to see Misa and retrieved half of a necklace. I'll return safely after the war, he promised. He had to. On the day of the battle, they split their forces according to plan. Sasha and Misa were tasked with halting the vanguard troops charging toward the human realm. Misa, along with Rei, held the forest front. The 7 demon elders were sent to deal with the 3 traitorous ones, leaving Aos for Anos. Anos stormed straight to the castle, determined to drag Aos out, but he wasn't inside. Meanwhile, after completing their missions, everyone messaged Anos, reassuring him they had succeeded. But Milan's area? It was troubling. After annihilating the enemy at the forest's edge, she vanished! An explosion had gone off earlier. Could she have? Anticipating Avos' next move, Anos quickly created barrier walls, sealing him inside the demon realm. Sure enough, when he arrived, there Aos stood, surrounded. What followed was a battle of blinding speed and brutal power. They clashed without yielding an inch. And then in a single move, Anos snatched a necklace from around Ao's neck. It was the matching necklace to Milan's, the one Rei had taken that night. Then the truth hit. Rei was Aos. And more than that, he was also Hero Kanon. 2,000 years ago, the followers of Rengar not only killed Kanon, they tried to eliminate Anos too. All this time, it had been a terrible mistake. Humanity had sought to destroy a great being like Anos. To fix that mistake, Rei had intervened in Anos' reincarnation. That's why the world believed the tyrant demon king's name was Aos. Rengar had sown hatred into humanity's hearts. Only Anos' death would break that curse. So Rei, the hero, took it upon himself to correct the world's error. He reincarnated in the demon realm, instigating war, intending to die in Anos' place. That way, the curse would be lifted, and Anos would live on. But Anos, through 2 lifetimes of friendship, refused to let Rei die. And so, the two fought, not out of hate, but out of love, duty, sacrifice. During one of Kanon's attacks, Rei leaped into the air, shattering one of his own origins to break free. Then Anos, holding nothing back, destroyed 5 more of Rei's origins. With only 1 left, Rei fell, exhausted from the sky. But he refused to give up. He could lose 1,000 times, but this time he had to win. For the world, for peace. With a roar, Rei summoned a second sacred sword. His determination reached its peak. He broke Anos' spells, burst forward at light speed, and charged straight into a fireball Anos had created, delivering a direct, devastating strike. But then, Anos didn't resist. He let Rei's sword strike him, right at his origin. The barrier walls fell away, and then Anos changed clothes with Rei. He took Avos' mask and wore it. In that moment, the scene from 2,000 years ago played out again. the hero can on killing the tyrant demon king in front of everyone. It had all been Anos's plan. Let Rey kill him, break the curse, stop the war, and save Rey from dying. 3 goals, 1 final act, a true king's gambit. Before vanishing, Anos gave one final order. The demon realm must withdraw their troops. No one was to attack the humans ever again. Just like 2,000 years ago, Anos sacrificed himself for peace. An immortal hero in Rey's heart. And in the hearts of all people. One would think it ended there. But no. The greedy Rengar, having killed Anos, now set his sights on eradicating the world itself. The entire demon realm. Rengar manifested immediately, a gigantic, monstrous version of himself, intending to use the power of one of Jessica's clones to initiate an explosion that would wipe out everything. Faced with his mentor, someone who had completely lost his humanity, Rey felt it in his heart. He wanted to help him find release. Personally. But now, Rengar's body was shrouded in holy light. Rey's sword strikes did nothing, completely ineffective. In this dire moment, Evik acted fast, casting a powerful spell to merge Misa and Sasha into a formidable demon entity. The 2 sisters together were powerful, but even then, Rengar, who had lived for thousands of years, was not easy to defeat. He countered the sisters' Dias chains with terrifying might. Below, Rey, Milan, and Nanka struggled to eliminate the clones of Jessica, fighting desperately. But Rengar's strength was overwhelming. He completely controlled the Jessicas. Over 1,000 of them. They merged into him, and now the explosion was imminent. The sisters' chains could no longer hold him back. Despite everyone giving it their all, despite everything, the explosion began. A wave of terrifying energy surged out, threatening to swallow the entire realm. It was over, wasn't it? Everything was going to vanish. But then, suddenly, the explosion didn't happen. Just when it seemed all was lost, Anos returned, stronger than ever. He had used Rey's final strike as a catalyst to regenerate his origin. He came back, a feat only the progenitor tyrant demon king could accomplish. Rengar was stunned, but he didn't back down. Smugly, he believed this was his final opportunity to kill Anos again. He activated a massive spell array, forcing people to surrender their power, their heads nearly bursting from the pressure. He didn't care, even if it killed them. His heart was now twisted by hatred. Rengar launched a sword strike, but it was blocked by Rey. He couldn't just stand by and watch anymore. He had to fight. For the world. For everyone. The 2 heroes charged at Rengar. Rey slashing relentlessly at the barrier while Anos bound him with chains, but it wasn't working. Anos, having just returned, was weakened, his magic not yet fully recovered. Renar saw the weakness and rejoiced in secret. This was it. He would win this time. He was sure of it. But then, a miracle. Amid the powerful original melodies sung by the girls, Anos' magical power exploded upwards. His strength surged. Rengar, caught off guard, panicked. He turned and aimed his sword at the girls. No! But Nanka was ready. She ordered the troops. Protect them. The Unification Party rallied. They had seen the truth with their own eyes, who the enemy was and who their true allies were. With the troops below and Anos determined to end this once and for all, he grabbed Renar's own sword and used it as a conductor. A massive bolt of lightning crashed down, electrocuting Rengar with devastating force. Still, even now, Rengar refused to back down. From above, Rey unleashed a final slash, sacred sword gleaming, and cut across Rengar, forcing him to collapse. "It's time to end this," Anos said, voice cold, resolute. "Take one last look at this world." He summoned the Demon King's magic sword, and together with Rey, they struck. A dual critical strike to Rengar's forehead. Their blades met in unison, the final blow. Rengar could only roar once, before he was utterly erased from existence. But just before his eyes closed forever, he saw them, a vision of his wife and daughter waiting for him. After all the hatred, he finally passed away peacefully, with contentment in his heart. The battle ended. Peace returned. Misa and Sasha were separated again, 2 individuals once more. Nanka? She no longer had to sacrifice herself? Rey and Milan? The moment their eyes met, they embraced, overflowing with sweet happiness. After making sure everyone was safe, Anos invited the sisters, and Nanka too, to his home. As always, his parents welcomed them warmly. They shared a joyful, boundlessly happy meal together. After everything, after all the pain, struggle, and sacrifice, everyone finally had their own